development. It's about spending your own money as a group to improve things for your community. These things aren't always easy and they don't happen overnight. It takes planning, and this requires asking some pretty tough questions and working through all the different ideas that people will have. There can be problems, but we can help you with those too. So take your time working out what you want, but then to make sure you stick to that plan.
Spend your money on back into to the country and build a foundation from all that money that comes to. Don't waste it, just put it back into the community where you can feel proud of what you put back into the country.
Hi, I'm Steve. We're going to look at some community development projects and talk to the people involved in planning them and seeing them through to the end. You will need to take the time in planning to make sure everybody agrees. You need to have a good plan and stick to that plan. You need to think long term and into the future, and remember that projects aren't going to happen overnight. Community development is for every group, no matter where you are in the CLC area. The first mob to ask the CLC to help them use their money for projects were the Warlpiri and the Tanami.
Had a meeting, like we came in from communities, like the poor communities, and talk among ourselves and with all the advisory mob and how we can keep the money out to other partnership. The way it's happening now, it's really good.
Give money to education and for the kids. That's how it started. People consulting with people. Yeah, talking, career people talking to lawyer, career, yappa talking to community people, yappa people.
Since those Warlpiri women asked for help all those years ago, the Community Development Unit has helped Aboriginal people all over the CLC region start doing community development. WET and the Uluru Rent Money project started in 2005. Then GMAC and the Tanami Dialysis projects got going. Now, the NT Parks project and Community Lease Money projects have started. Each of these projects gets help from the CLC Community Development Unit. Here in the Community Development Unit, we talk to people all the time about projects. We help them with plans, finding the right organisations to partner with to make it happen, and help with any hiccups along the way.
The Community Development Unit works with Aboriginal groups that have decided to use some or all of their money from land use agreements for community projects. We're working with groups right across the CLC region these days, and we're really happy to come out and talk to any group that is thinking they might want to use some of their money for projects, but maybe aren't too sure how to go about getting from that idea to actually getting something on the ground.
Okay, so how does this community development actually work? The first step is to make a plan.
We all, thought of things, what we wanted, so we all wrote all that down on the butcher's paper and we sort of talked about it.
For early days, we were worrying about the young people who comes from like boarding school, kids not going back. So we had an idea to build something like youth, but youth is not enough, but we want a learning center.
Yeah, we got like problem like windows, like problem like got these chairs, we got new chairs, and everything was really old.
We thought of a way if we could spend some money together and put it back into the community, into the land itself, so we can all come back together.
So, your group has planned for a project and decided to put money towards it. Well, what now? How does that project become reality? There's been lots of good community development projects done lately, like this one at Ulpanyali. The church at Tichikala, an outstation at Urmina, and a learning centre at Wallara, which is a good example of how you and your partner organisation can work together. A funding agreement is signed between the partner organisation that has agreed to do the project and the CLC on behalf of the Aboriginal group. As part of their agreement, Wallara Mob insisted on making sure local people got training and jobs out of the project.
We were talking about people, local people, to work in this building, because when cardiac comes, they take money. So we want them to spend the money here. People come here in this community that do job here from town. We and the local people work here.
Ragi bala kawan kabar wanga bay, jangan nanya bala jangan wanga je jogar. Kal bala ulu gol bagus mengan ulu gol bay, jogar wero, ano bogolar bay. Ngana bogo ngai bala. Ana bala.
So, project just about finished, eh? Well, maybe not yet. Sometimes there can be problems along the way. Like at Urmina outstation, there were some problems getting the bore going. And if the bore doesn't work, there's no water to the tank. And if there's no water in the tank, there's none at the ablution block for toilets and the washing machine. But don't worry, the water's flowing now. An important part of community development is looking back to see if everything went right, if it all went according to your plan.
Sometimes you can plan ahead with all these things, but sometimes there's always mistakes or bad things will come to it.
CDU Mob at CLC are ready to talk to you and your group about using your money for community development.
It's a great opportunity to use your monies to benefit the generations to come in the future.
This is a good thing that we got our own money to use in our own project. It is also for our kids.